Rob, what would you like to see happen today?
I would like to see him be granted parole and get out, but do I believe that's going to happen? I'm not convinced because I don't think that even the 8+ years he's been serving for this ridiculous, dumb crime in Vegas. I don't think he's serving that. I really don't. I still think this still is from the double murder that people, and I get it, think he got away with. And so he put himself back in harm's way, and he's paying the price. And if he doesn't get out here, I don't know, will this be devastating? Will we wind up having OJ in prison? Will he be heartbroken? Will he die in prison? I don't know. I just don't think he's going to get off. And I know all the reports say he's done everything that they've asked, and he's been a model citizen. He's talked to other inmates and help counsel them and all that other stuff. But I don't think that people can shake the double murder. And I think
Counsel them on what? How to distance yourself from your own race? I don't want OJ counseling me on nothing. First of all, Skip, if he gets out, I'm not going to cheer. If they put his butt back in prison, I'm not going to cry. I told you. I feel for OJ what he felt for the black community. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
You got a second chance. Go sit your butt down and leave people alone. You are a pariah, but you put yourself in harm's way. You deserve what actually happened to you. He didn't deserve it. He earned that by trying to go get 3 or 4 footballs and some pictures. You deserve what you got.
With a gun.
For what? You making $20,000 a month that the Goldmans can't touch because you lost a civil judgment for $33 million. The only thing they can't touch is your pension. That's exempt from creditors. And you go put yourself in harm's way for probably $300-400.
You know what? After that, when he was acquitted, I think I would have got me a ranch in Montana, and you wouldn't have seen me for 10 or 15
But
years.
he's OJ. Remember,
I know.
he wasn't black. He was OJ. And OJ thought, so you know what they did? When he went to Vegas and did that foolishness, they said, you know what, OJ, you not black, but we're going to put somebody your complexion in jail for 33 years. You'll be eligible for parole in 9. Skip, how do I say this? My grandma used to have a saying, say, boy, I don't wish bad for no one, but I'm not wishing good either. So whatever happens with OJ, it happens with OJ.
What's your gut? What's your gut you think is going to happen today?
I kind of side with you. I think they're going to do him just like they did Red in Shawshank. They brought Red. Red took his hat off. Morgan Freeman's character took his hat off, sat down. They asked him, yeah, I think I've learned a lesson. I've learned. And what? It didn't take long. Rejected in big, red, bold print. And if they do that, guess what? I'm going to go on about my day. If they let him go, I'm going to go on about my day. But all I say is this, Skip. I hope, and I'll do this, I do hope that when he gets out, nobody knows where OJ is. OJ lays low, enjoy the remaining days of his life, and do not, because you are a pariah, OJ. And the people that you thought liked you, you saw that 30 for 30. All the people that OJ thought was his friends, what did they say?
So I guess I'm a prisoner of all I've read over the last 48 hours. Everybody is saying he's going to get parole and he will be released sometime around October 1st. So
That's all the reports. That's what it says.
the painful irony to what I hear from you and you is that as I watched the ESPN documentary, that it came clear that he got off of the murder charges in large part because several of the black jurors were already predisposed to side with OJ because of what had happened to Rodney King and to the 15-year-old African-American girl who'd gotten shot in the Korean grocery, remember? And it was huge, and it led to the 92 riots
in L.A. and the whole thing, which we watched
so there
on
was
TV.
a backlash happening that saved OJ, who had stiff-armed the black community.
Correct.
That was sort of the big irony of the documentary.
They call it he hit him with the Heisman pose.
Yeah, he did. No, he did. So I know this is hypothetical, but what if he had embraced the black community from the start? Would you feel differently about him?
Yep.
If now you're convinced he killed both those people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so would you feel differently now if he were quote unquote one of your community?
Yeah, I think I would probably be like
He's still. I was
right,
still.
right.
I was still
but,
label him
but there'd be more. I think there would be more sympathy.
sympathy.
I think that would probably be it. Because what happens is kind of like I told you, you become detached from somebody. I just don't have a feeling either way. I'm like Shannon. No matter what happens today, my life is not going to be altered. I'm not going to go or celebrate or cry my eyes out because he's going back to jail or he's not getting out. So I think I'm detached because he detached himself from me.
Would you feel any differently?
No, I hope that, like Shannon said, I hope he just lays
Okay.
low. Because the
But
whole
you-
thing has always been a
But you
tragedy.
know he
to
can't
me.
do that. That's the problem.
because
He has spent 8 to 9 years in prison. That changes people, prison. So, you have to factor that in. That is a different thing than what happened when he was acquitted from
When
the
he was-
murders
right.
and then went and
That's
got in
true.
trouble in Vegas. So he has spent some time in prison, which may alter,
Will
his
maybe humble them?
personality. Yes.
I can't embrace someone that didn't embrace my community. You thought you were above us. You thought you were better than us. And now all of a sudden, OJ, because you were this mythical figure to a lot of black kids growing up in the 70s,
Yep.
now I'm supposed to feel some kind of way for you. I'm supposed to feel empathy for you? I don't. And if they put it, like I said, if they put him back in jail, Skip, I'm not gonna, man, I ain't gonna call man, they did OJ wrong. As a matter of fact, we was talking about it, me and my homeboy. I was like, look, if they put him back in there, make license plates or billfolds or whatever your job is, do that. Because they should have gave him 50 years for being dumb. After you got away from that, if you remember the black lady, she said, hey, we got him off the hook. He said, but this one, you on your own. And she hit him with them deuces. Bruh, and I told him at the beginning, I said, if there's one black person on that jury, OJ's going free. Because they saw what happened to Rodney King.
Oh, yeah.
And they saw what happened to, I think her name was LaToya Hawkins. I said, there's no way. And she said it. She said, hey, we got it. We let him go. You on your own now.